Fresh, guess I was freeze up, fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, body B stuff. Jealousy's a ski mask, the motion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freeze up, fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, body B stuff. Jealousy's a ski mask, the motion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freeze up.
Welcome to the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Talk Show. Hi, I am your host, Massage B. Y'all know how I do. I have a wonderful guest every week, and this week is no different, of course. But we just want to say a couple things. I just want to say a couple things before the show begins, and I want to say rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, who got hit today out there in at one of the universities. And as much nonsense as he talks, and he has his own opinion, and he is very opinionated, and everybody is allowed to have that. So to see him taken away from his family like that, wide open, where everybody could see, it was very heartbreaking. And definitely for me, who have children, and would never want my children to have to relive that over and over and over as the last memory of my parent, or them, me. So I just want to send a rest in peace out to Charlie Kirk, and condolences to his wife and children. And of course, you guys know I had a controversial last 2 weeks. It was a good 2 weeks, though. It was a great 2 weeks, so I can't complain. But this week, we get back to doing what we do, and that's music. So let's welcome to the stage Mr. JIZZY J on the beat. And let's see what Jay got for us today. Welcome,
Right.
sir. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. How y'all doing?
JIZZY, introduce
Yes,
yourself
ma'am.
to the crowd. Let them know who you are, what you do, how you do.
All right, my name is JIZZY J on the beat, and I'm an independent artist and producer, songwriter from New Orleans, Louisiana, and music
All
is pretty
right.
much my life.
You from New Orleans?
Yes, ma'am.
JIZZY, my family from New Orleans.
Everybody's from New Orleans.
I'm telling you, my dad family come from New Orleans. My mom family, my grandfather family come from North Carolina, but my mom family comes from DC area, you know. But I'm a
That's
New
great.
Yorker. Go figure.
Hey, ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah, I'm a New Yorker, so I take it all the way back. JIZZY, tell us what type of music that you do, and I'll go into a little bit more about what I do.
Okay, the type of music, I really could say that I'm kind of creating my own category. I'm in my own lane with things, trying to bring more positivity into the world and my own personal experiences mixed in with my music to let other people know out there that's going through things that, like we all do as human beings, that they're not the only ones, and we all gonna get through it. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you country boy making positive music is what you saying.
yeah, pretty much preaching positivity. I try to show
Yeah.
people that you can still have a beat, a turn up beat, something that goes hard 808s, without all the violence, without talking about the things that the flashy things and everything. Why don't we talk about the things we don't have and talk about our personal life?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
Um
mean? Give people the
Absolutely.
rawness.
It's missing too right
I
now,
know about it.
Jizzy. It's missing right now. Now what I do here is I ask five tailored questions specifically for you. And after that we get a chance to just kick it.
I'm
Because
sorry
by
about that.
Can you hear me, sweet?
Okay.
You're stuck.
So I apologize.
That's okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. You can hear me?
Yeah, you keep getting stuck though.
Oh,
That
how
means
about now?
you got to get in a good spot. You in a good spot?
How about now? Am I still stuck or you can see me?
No, I can hear you and I can see you.
All right, that works.
Okay, now what I was saying to you, Jizzy, is that we do a 5 question warm up where I ask you five
Hmm.
tailored questions specifically for you. And it's kind of just to get the juices flowing so that the audience can get to know you. And that's because you're
Okay.
not just on YouTube, but you're on Blast Radio and every other channel all at the same time. So you're being broadcast about 6 different places at one time. And
Okay.
so it gives you an opportunity to let the audience know who you are and, some of the questions, how you mind things basically. So
Most
you ready
definitely.
for the 5 questions?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Um, 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 Creative process. What inspires your songwriting the most, and how do you usually approach writing and producing a track from start to finish?
Pretty much how I do it is I like to write whatever I'm going through for the day. So if there's something that aggravated me, if there's something that I'm upset about, I let my natural emotions that I feel about the things I went through that day inspire me to write the songs that I make.
Okay. Now, Jizzy, I'm gonna ask you something. What made you get into rapping?
I tell you, ever since I was a little kid, my uncle was always a DJ. So I would be able to go to these parties. I had a childhood where I hung out. I was the only child, so I didn't have many kid friends. I was always around adults. So, and my family liked to party. So I would be, playing with the DJ, the turntables and everything. And it's crazy because my mom could tell you that I've had this ability to listen to a song one time and then repeat it word for word the next time I hear it again. And throughout school, I was into creative writing and writing poetry. And it wasn't until later on in life where I got into a pretty dark spot, and I put a gun to my head and I pulled the trigger twice, and it did not go off either time. And since then, somebody else's song saved me, and I want to do the same for everybody else. You know what I mean? And I
Makes
want to share that with every. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. What made you want to pull the trigger?
I was young and not experienced in life yet, and didn't really understand things too much. And I grew up in a broken home, different schools, different locations, different homes, different people in the household. So it's uh it's my own thing. A bad way, kind of with no guidance, but the music is what guided me out, and now I'm taking
Yeah,
music and guiding other people.
man, Jizzy, don't ever, don't ever let that warp your sense of person, right? And I'm gonna say this to you, and the reason why I'm saying this to you is because, like, when I was younger, I had to be like 15, because I was like one of those DJs that was headed out for fame, and I got pregnant. And
Right,
when I got pregnant, it was just happenstance. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm
right,
telling
right.
you, I was so wrecked. I was so wrecked emotionally that I took like 98 pills out of 100, and two of them fell behind the toilet. Jizzy, you get what I'm saying? And I believe those two pills saved my life, bro.
It sure did, and that's brave of
You
you to
you
even talk
understand,
about
right?
that. Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was wrecked. That's
So
why I
that
asked you that, because I
that
was wrecked
mindset
as
that
a
you was
kid. Go ahead.
Yep. I can relate. So that's why I music the way I do. I make it for people like you because we ain't the only ones. I'm pretty sure there's many other people out there that experience something similar. And sometimes them people feel like they don't have a voice or they too scared up or get. I'm the voice
Yeah,
for the voiceless. I like to say.
yeah. Now, now, mind you, I'm gonna go back to that. What made you pull the trigger? Because the same person that that I was pregnant by later on pulled the gun to my head, and it didn't go off. See how
That
God worked, Jizzy?
that's how that's crazy.
See how God
That's
worked, Jizzy?
yep. Yes, ma'am.
You
And there's
understand?
all reasons.
So
I don't believe in coincidences. I think everything that happens in your life is meant to happen for a reason. There's no coincidental actions. Everything is for a reason.
yeah, that's how God worked, though, G. And we keep it moving from there on out. You understand? To
Most
be
definitely.
this type of light to the next person coming up. Independence versus
Yes.
industry. What are the biggest challenges and benefits you've experienced as an independent artist compared to being signed to a label?
Um, I would say that really my plan, I'll tell you my goal. I mean, my goal that I set will pretty much tell you how I feel about it. My goal is to stay independent and build up a platform. I'm not really big with having 10,000 listeners, so to say, on Spotify. I'd rather have 1,000 paying fans who are buying my merchandise. My music I can sell straight to the fans, and whether it be like subscriptions through my website where I have up and I'm gonna have a section that's specifically for people like us that went through some tough times, and it's like a group session thing where people can they get different perks and so my goal is to stay independent and build personal relationships with the fans and have cut out the middleman completely. I don't believe in signing to a
Yeah.
label because it's not really about the fame for me. It's if I could my plan is to change somebody's life, and if I can just change one life, that makes it all worth it. I done made it. There's nothing else to make, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I do this for the love of it.
Now, just what I'd like to hear coming from people is that it's not about the fame, because when it's not about the fame, you'll put your best into it.
Right. And it's not about the fame. You given rawness, the uncut part, the
Yeah.
things that people like to hide from and run from or not mention. But I'm not scared now, and hopefully I can eventually get big enough to where I could reach a lot of people and really have an impact in their life.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It start with the little kid next door,
Yes,
and
that
then
is
it
true.
travels out. You feel me? It start with the
Yeah,
little kid next door, and then it travels out, because the little kid next door is watching you every day. So you're his idol in his head.
correct. And that's the biggest
And
thing
then
that I feel with today's music is they all over the place with it, so they don't realize the younger crowd that is watching them, the kids who idolize. They got a lot of kids out there that can rap a lot of lyrics to these songs that they have no idea what the lyrics are talking about.
yeah, and not only that, but the little kid next door to you watch you personally, so he know if you're telling a lie in your music or if you're telling the truth.
Correct.
And if you
And
telling the truth and you really live like that, he going to school to tell his friends, man, y'all got to check out Jizzy though.
yep,
But Jizzy is the truth though.
all it ever will be.
You understand, right?
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
the little kid right next door to you that watch you every day, that can hear you arguing and fussing, that can, so he know if you the truth or not.
That's true.
Get what I'm saying?
That's why I keep it real. It
Yeah,
ain't that hard. It ain't that
that's your
hard.
audience. That's your first audience. Um, Authenticity. See how it segue right into the next question? Authenticity and message. How do you balance staying true to your personal story while also making music that connects with a wide audience?
Simply by being myself and not talking about things that I don't do and a life that I don't live. It don't matter what you do and where you go, as long the people might not listen, prefer your music, but if everywhere you go you give the real you, raw you, they're gonna have respect everywhere that you go, because they might not like your type of music, but they're gonna like what you do and how you carry yourself. They're gonna respect you everywhere. So simply be yourself when you're writing your music, and you don't have nothing of that to worry about.
Yo, Jizzy, anytime you see that little smirk on my face, know I got some bullshit coming right behind it, right? So look forward. So being you, who are you? I mean, I you said you was from Louisiana and all that, and I hear a little tang in you, but I also hear a little accent. Where you from?
Born and raised in New Orleans.
That right?
Yes, ma'am. The December
I
20,
hear a little.
Christmas
I hear a
Eve.
little accent. Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, I
You was
mean,
born Christmas Eve?
I live actually in a small called Lafitte. It's down on the bayou. There's only one way in, one way out. It's like 20, 25
Yeah.
minutes south of New Orleans. So maybe you might hear that little accent.
Yeah. It got a little twang on it. It got a little twang on it. But I know about the bayou. I know all about the bayou. You know. But
Seafood.
yeah, I'm actually looking. Yeah, I can't eat seafood. I'm allergic to seafood, and you would think that I would be able to eat it, right? Um, no, I can't eat none of that. But I still want to come and visit my family down there. I'm hoping that everybody is still around and they didn't get flooded out and what have you. Growth and evolution. In what ways has your music or lyrical content evolved since your first project? Two-part question.
Okay. Um, I say I evolved by gaining my confidence, gaining more confidence in myself. And the reason what I'm gonna say to that is because the more confidence I built in myself, the more comfortable I was behind the mic and actually being able to get out what I'm writing down on a paper, besides reading it and making it sound like I'm reading the script. I was really able to put, now from when I first started, my confidence is like night and day, and I'm able to get behind the mic and express what I really want to express the way I want to express it.
Okay. Is that age and wisdom?
I guess you could say that, because life learns to humble you. If you're not humble, life will humble you.
Yeah, because with age comes wisdom, and the second part of that life is always supposed to be the biggest part because we know some shit now.
Yeah,
Um,
not only that, it's just life happens for everybody, and sometimes life may seem it moves too fast. And throughout that time, I've had people around me, and just if you just pay attention to surroundings, it don't you can learn a lot.
Absolutely. And
And paying
what do
attention
you?
don't cost nothing, but if you don't pay attention, it might cost you.
Yeah, absolutely. And part two of that question is, and what do you hope listeners notice about your growth?
I
I
loves
can't
that.
hear you.
Anything that I put on paper, I realize that. I hope they realize you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you better now.
I say I just hope that they realize that there's no image for me to portray. I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not, and talk about living a lifestyle that I don't live. I am who I am, and this is the life that I live. You want to know about my life? Listen to my music.
Well, people are interested in the interview right now, so elaborate it in the interview right now. Tell us, what's your life like? What do you do? What's your daily movements, that lead up to a show, or that leads up to you in creation mode or stuff like that. Like, tell us a little bit about that.
Every day I'm in creation mode. I just got finished graduating Los Angeles Film School with my associates in music production, and I took a couple months for a break, and I enrolled right back into the bachelor's. So I'm 6 months in it. I still have 14 more months to go. So every day I'm doing classwork online, learning more and more about the craft, and not only taking the knowledge that I'm learning and using it, but I'm able to apply it in what I'm doing every day with my own stuff. So the knowledge that I had before, taking the new knowledge that I'm getting and applying it every day, it's just I find it's a recipe for success, and I'm gonna get to where I'm going eventually. I will get out there. The last 2 years, I have not missed a day. Every day, I either, if it's a hook, a verse, maybe a whole song, or same thing with a beat. Like a hook, a verse, might lay down a whole track, might record 2 tracks, but I do something every day. And I don't have an artist manager. I don't have a videographer. I don't have a photographer. So I do everything myself, and I promote everything myself. Submit to playlists. Try. So I'm kind of like operating as if I was my own label. And I know that in this business that you don't make it like that. But at the time, right now, I can't afford to bring anybody in because I don't have. I'm pretty much sacrificed everything to do the music. So I gave up a lot.
Some people will actually come in for you, if you just simply reach out. There are people who will believe in you if you'll reach out. You know what I mean? So don't let that hinder you as you progress forward. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people out there that just loves music, and they love good music, and they love people who do good music, so that they'll help. Even so, I'm one of the people. I have a creative academy that I do that they literally pay for, but I do this for free.
Right.
And I do this as a prep for you guys, because I used to be an A&R, an executive A&R, and
Mm-hmm.
and artist development. You feel me? So when you see me doing stuff like this, I do this to prep you guys to get ready for the next level, so that when you go to a real interview, that's why I'm usually really casual and laughing or clowning. I might say something, real silly, but it's to break that stiffness off of you. When I see that stiffness taking hold of you, you'll see me say something silly and break that right away. Like, nah, come on.
Right.
And
Right.
that's
Shake
all a
back.
part of that's right. And it's all part of artist development. It's just the way that I do it. But what I'm saying to you is that the reason why I do it for free here is because I believe in music.
Right.
And the
And there's
people
not a
that
lot
make
of people.
go ahead. And the people that make music. I can't hear you. You're stiffening up. But yeah, I believe in the people that make music also. And if you're gonna make music, make the best music.
Right. Right. And in my opinion, the best music is the realest music,
Hmm.
because anybody can mumble some things on a cool beat and it sound good, but when it comes to the end of it, what are you talking about? What are you trying to say? There's no concept.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
you go ahead, Jizzy. I'm sorry.
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, and you being a person that does multi things, you're multi dynamic, you're multi dimensional. You understand? But that needs input as well,
Correct.
so that you're able to expound and expand that, you know,
Right.
because
Right.
we could see the star around Saturn with our natural eye, right?
Right.
But ain't nothing like a badass telescope though.
Right. Right.
You feel me?
I
Like
know
we can
exactly what
see it,
you mean.
and we can reach for it like yo, but to touch it in our mind, we need a nice telescope though.
Right.
So that's where other people come in at. You understand?
Oh yeah. It's
And
all up. You need a team.
yeah, and
You
don't
need
ever
a
be
team,
afraid to reach out.
and it's not too much that I'm afraid to reach out. It's I don't think I have too many. In other words, the people. I'm trying to build the right platform.
Yes.
So I don't want somebody who is just gonna be in it for money or in it for a different reason and then end up getting jealous later on down the road. I want people with the same mindset, the same everything. That way we can build together and not against each other.
Well, that's why you keep it business. You understand? See, because if people walk into it knowing that this is business, because this is not pleasure. When you put in time into something like that and you extending yourself and your money, it's not about pleasure. This is
Right.
business. This is business.
And
You
where I'm
understand?
at, yes, ma'am. And where I'm at, it's being that I don't have a vehicle to get around, it's kind of hard to reach out to different people because the area I'm in is not an area to thrive with music. In other words, if you want to be a shark, you got to sit at the table with the sharks, not the fish.
Yeah.
So for me to really thrive, I need to be around other individuals that's into music like me. And after I graduated with my associates, I actually I flew out to Atlanta to work with Zaytoven in the studio for 2 days. And
Yeah.
I went from watching him on a computer from when I started and then being able to be right behind him over his shoulder, making beats with him. And that was a terrific experience. And he has a community called the Music Money Community, where his
Yeah.
A&R team have meetings each week, and you pay a subscription fee. But I was in it for maybe 9 months. The information that I got from these people was truly exceptional. It's something that you can't get by going on Google or asking Chat GPT or anything like that. This is very, very important information, very useful information that you will need. Like everything that they talked about and prepared me for, I experienced every bit of it so far. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's like priceless knowledge,
Yeah. Absolutely. And for free. Free game.
free game,
You feel me?
free game.
So this is what I want you to. I'm gonna give you some more free game to put you up on something. Remember to change your conversation to "I can" and "I will."
I like to say that I done it already.
I can and I will. Now I can't and I'm not. I'm unable to. Never use those words. You know what I'm saying? Always use "I
Right.
can" and "I will" because you have to speak into existence those things that you want to happen.
It's called manifestation. I've been doing every bit of that since the start of it all.
Yeah.
I
So
like
so
to
lead
I like
them
to
other words out. Lead them other words out.
I like to speak as if I've done it already. Because if you talk about it as if you've done it already, then it's got to happen, right?
Yeah. Leave them other words out. You know what I'm saying? Don't even introduce those into this statement as you going forward from here on out. Cause like you said, you over there with Zaytovian, so you all right. You starting off, you running, but you can and you will. And the reason why you can is because you in an area where you can do that. You in the area, if you remember the color purple where they had a juke joint. If you remember in Sinners, they just had a fly juke joint. You understand what I'm saying? So you in the area in the bayou where you could do stuff like that, where you could turn up.
Yep.
All it takes is a little moonshine and some good shoes and a bag of pair of good dancers. You get what I'm saying? Because the two good dancers gonna start the party off. So you need to go get Unc the DJ. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Go get Unc the DJ. Go get two more mics in case somebody else want to vibe with you while you getting it.
I do all of that in my camper trailer because you do that outside, the people gonna call police on you.
No, you invite them. That's how they don't call the police.
These
You
people,
invite
these
them.
people, these people around here don't like me.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why you invite them. Yo, man, come through. We having a shindig over here at the spot, right?
Hey, look, that is, as much as I would like to agree with you, I can't get two people to share my post on Facebook, much less get them to come over.
You can. Don't nothing get them there quicker than some music and food and a drink. We having a shindig over here. Y'all come through. And
Yeah.
that'll change their perspective. Once you do what you do, that'll change their perspective. They'll be like, oh, shoot, like he really is fly. Because, like I said to you, remember, your next door neighbor is the one that's going to spread your message and your conversation.
The town where I'm at, they spread rumors. So they could see you doing one thing, they're gonna get on their phone while they're watching you out the window, telling the neighbor that you're doing something.
That's why you got to be doing some good shit.
That's how these people are. That's why
That's
I
why
say
you
to
got to be
myself,
doing some good shit. Nah, you just got to change it up and be doing something good. Every time they see you, you doing something good. So let them talk. If they have something to talk about,
they don't
let
ever
it be.
see me.
Yeah. Let them see what they're looking at. Come on. And then when they really looking at you real hard, give them a good put on a good show. Use some listen to me, Jizzy. You shaking your head before I even get it out. Good. Use some good of those crates, that the stackable crates. Put 4 or 5 of them together. Well, 6, so that they might be 12 by 12, and then put 2 pieces of plywood on each side of them. Build you a quick stage like that, right? Put the DJ behind you. Put a grill over there on the side. Have Uncle Louie with the good barbecue sauce over there. You hear what I'm trying to tell you, right? I'm trying to tell you how to set it up because I literally have a gubernatorial citation in creating shows. That's what I do more so than I do this. You understand? And put something on the grill. Watch the food and just start jamming and tell them we get some hot dogs. Start showing them something different.
Yeah, they still ain't
so that they
that.
can see something different. They will.
I'll tell you what, I'll
will.
give it a try and I'll live stream it for you and I'll show you how these people are around here.
I'm telling you,
Charlie
Kirk just got hit, bro. You feel me?
I know that's yes,
Charlie
ma'am.
Kirk just got hit, bro. So people are gonna be a little more willing to come together right now than they normally would be. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying, right, Jay? Because in the end, you gonna have to save these people, Jay.
I ain't saving nobody but myself.
I know, but you know what I'm saying, though, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. I got a next door neighbor that my truck broke down, and I'm walking the road. They stop and ask me why I'm not driving the truck and keep on going. Don't even ask me if I needed a ride to it. That's how these people are.
And still, you gonna have to save them people in the long run. So, that's the messed up part about
dog it. For me. They ain't getting no food from
And you still gonna have to save them in the long run. That's the bad part about the
Yeah,
whole
I'll
thing.
say
You know what I'm saying? That's the bad part about the whole thing, Jizzy, is that we know that they don't know. But how do we make them comfortable enough to like stop that shit, man? Go ahead with that.
I just I continue to do what I do. I'm
That's
not really
right.
worried about
That's
what they say, what they think, what they do. Don't concern me. I just that's why I focus on me. It's the only way to
but
get ahead.
they are your audience though, is what I'm trying to explain to you. Like that's the beginning of your audience. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah,
See, because
I got
if somebody don't like you right there around you because they see you daily, then how is the rest of the world gonna take you when you're trying to give a message to them?
because they don't live by me.
See?
They don't see me. They don't get to know. But don't expect the neighbors to tell them either.
Yeah, but if you jump out there fronting, the neighbor's gonna come up with it and tell them no, nah, he ain't like that. I live right next door to do and do
Oh
this. And
yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? So start a charity begins at home, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's why I don't talk about things that I don't do. The
Yeah,
things I talk about is not really like events or things that I do every day. It's things that I deal with internally, internal
yeah,
problems, things that you can't see.
yeah, yeah. And I get you. I got you. You still gonna have to save them. I don't care what you say. Vision and legacy. Beyond streams and shows, what impact do you want your music to leave on your community and the culture overall?
I'd like it just to, if it could help them, simply help them. In other words, if it could change their thinking process. Maybe if they are arguing with a relative, they might think like, okay, it ain't that bad, it ain't that serious, and this person ain't worth it. Let me put some Jizzy J on, calm down,
Yeah,
leave the people alone, and so on. In other words, it starts right there. It starts at home with everybody else.
yeah. You stuck again.
Listening to their music, if it listening to my music, if it can help them in any kind of way better their life, then I win. Pretty much,
Yeah.
I'm winning. That's all I want.
Jizzy, I could really use a good pair of alligator shoes. You know what I'm saying? You back there in the bayou.
I might be
I
able
could
to work something out.
I could sure use a nice alligator bag, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. But so Jizzy, those are our 5 questions. Please forgive me. I get a runny nose because I got this air conditioner blowing on me in this studio. And so if you see me wiping, it's because I get like a little kid. My nose start running, carrying on. But so
Yeah,
those are our 5 questions. Can you do me a solid before we get to the end of this program? Can you please tell people where they can find your music at?
all streaming platforms,
Like what?
Pandora, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Music, iTunes. I'm on like 40 different streaming platforms, and you can find me on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Jizzy J on the beat. JIZZY ONDABEAT.
And you want to hear something funny? This might make you laugh, right? But my little brother's name is Tizzy T, and that was his tag when we were growing up. Tizzy T on the beat.
Hey, see how things work.
That's for real. His
That's
name,
three. That's
yeah,
that's three personal things that we have in common, that we
yeah,
share in similarity. So that's
And I'm born in December too, bro.
See what I mean?
See?
Yep. It's Christmas Eve, December 24th, 1994.
I'm
I
born
was
in the
born
beginning.
I was born 13 minutes before Christmas.
Yeah, I'm a two baby too. I'm at the beginning. I'm a two baby though. The same like you. I'm a two baby. You know?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So that makes us a little different. When rounding off. That's why I say. That's why I was messing with you, and I said to you, Jizzy, you're gonna have to save the people, and you know that though.
Oh yeah, I know that. At the end of the day, I know that. I was just giving you as much as a hard time as you was giving me. That's all.
You can't
That's
though, cause
called
I
that's
already
called
know.
Southern hospitality.
You hear what I said, but you can't, cause I already know. I already know. When I started to interview you, I asked certain questions and I set you up so that I can know the personality I'm dealing with. That's my job, my specialty. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
And I already know that you're gonna help them. I already know that you're gonna save them. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to you in my little special kind of way. And being, you know, that's why I said to you, if you really wanna reach them real quick, for real, don't nothing soothe the savage beast like music and food
Oh
and
yeah, most
a
definitely.
good drink. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
most
and and
definitely.
and and throw y'all a shindig while everybody is doing what they doing. Throw y'all a shindig, man, and then show them what you could really do.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
You see
find
what I'm
out.
saying? Yeah, because they'll be like, yo, we never knew that. Because people never really take time to get into people. They be looking at people and not in people.
Say that again, because that's the best statement I
Yeah,
heard today.
for
People
real.
look at people and not in people.
And so
Big time.
sometimes you gotta let what's in you just burst on out on their ass like boom. And then
Yep.
they be like, oh shoot.
Hey, love, if that don't work, I'll go door to door with a portable speaker and a mic like the Jehovah Witness.
You got somebody over here
Knock
named
on
Dyslexic
everybody's
Ted.
door.
Ted said you already saved him.
That would be my mom's husband. Yep, that's my mama's
Okay. Hey
husband.
Ted.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so Jizzy, there's like you sometimes have to just pop out and show niggas. You just got to every now and again. Kendrick,
Hey,
you feel
no,
me?
I agree. That's what you got to
So
do. Straight in the face with it.
yeah. And but that requires a little hospitality though, Jizzy.
Oh yeah.
You feel
You
me?
don't watch them, you love them.
You Borging again.
Man. Yeah, I apologize for that. I'm trying to work off my dad's Wi-Fi. I'm underneath the house, so
Okay. Yeah, but so you every now and again you gotta pop out and show them, and then make them a believer.
oh yeah. When they hear me, they're gonna believe me.
Yeah, make them
That's
a
for
believer.
sure.
Cause
I can
I like
promise you
your
that
music. I like
because
your music.
I I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I'm hard to please when it
That means
come
a
to
lot.
music. I am. I'm hard to please.
Yeah, and I surely appreciate you appreciating my music like that. It means a lot. That's see,
Yeah,
I'm already winning.
yeah. On making it. I'm the one that voted for you
That's
over
what I
there.
mean.
Yeah, I'm the one. When you hear Kelby telling y'all, Taj B usually pick out the winners. That's because I be in the audience like, yeah, that like he's fly though. Like no, but he's fly though.
I noticed that because I looked at the series of interviews that you did previously, and it's not every single person, so it's a selection. So I figured that it would come from a personal selection, and I'm thankful that you picked me. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you like my music.
Yeah, because like when I see that you're almost ready to take off is when I'll snatch you and say, okay, well, listen, this is what I need you to do. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. You get what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing like having salt on your wings when you start to fly.
Right.
I'm gonna dust that off. Nah, like get that off of that, But that as artist management, that was my job. Artist
Okay.
development, get that off of you real quick, so that when you fly, you can soar.
Right. Right. Not trying to fly and hit the ground.
Yeah, because some birds can sing, but they can't fly.
Right.
We want you to be a bird that can sing and fly.
And I mostly will sing and fly because my sky has no limits. I don't limit myself. Anything is
So,
possible.
okay, now we talking. Now we talking, Jay. Now we
Anything
talking,
is
Jay.
anything is possible. In
Now
other
we
words,
talking.
that's why I'm not big on showing my music to the people I'm around because they're like, oh, you know how many people do music? You know how many other people do that? You think you're gonna make it? I'm like, okay, well, get out of here with all that energy. I don't need that.
Yeah, yeah,
I, no, that's not for me. I believe
yeah,
in myself, so I already know where I'm going.
yeah. Don't take none of that in.
Yeah, and I don't and that's the thing. I don't let none of that come around me because that rubs off and it'll
Yeah,
start
dude.
messing up your own
Yeah,
energy.
don't let none of that around you. Don't take none of that in. As they telling you no, you saying yes 5 times as they telling you no once.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like I had one of my colleagues a while back. I had stopped and asked him, a white boy too. I was like, George, why they act like this, man? Like I keep trying to, and he just stopped and he looked at me. He said, Tosh B, never let nobody tell you what you can't do if you already doing it.
Right, right. That tells you how much people pay attention.
I just stopped and looked at him. I said, I recalculated it. I said, never let anyone tell you what you can't do if you're already doing it. I recalculated it in my mind and I kept it. I held that. I'm like, right? How you gonna tell me what I can't do? I'm already doing it.
And at the same time, you shouldn't even have to take the time out to show them people that you're already doing it. If they can't see already that you're doing it, then they ain't for you. You don't need them around.
But it's the same. It's the same as what we were talking about from the beginning about having the people around to support you. Can't get 5 people to like anything. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? But it's not it when you like doing what you do. The 5 people don't even matter anymore.
Don't really matter. That's why it don't bother me. It don't none of that matters.
But we still have to remember the fans because
Yeah,
there's
I
still
don't.
somebody out there watching, like dyslexic Ted.
Right, right.
You see what I'm saying?
Believe me,
So it's always the person next door.
the people gonna feel me. I could give them one song and I could turn them into a fan just because it's not a sense of being cocky. It's confident
Yeah,
and confident in being real. When you give somebody such real stuff, the rawness behind pulling back the curtains that people like to hide behind, people respect that and people love that because
yeah,
let me say this, I see a lot of up and coming artists that tend to follow trends and follow somebody else's footsteps that already made it as a copy and a sound or talking about the things that they don't have, living a life that they don't live. This is an industry where you will get tested on that.
absolutely.
So what you gonna do come the time when you talking all that stuff and somebody comes up to you and they confront you about that and you can't back that up. There goes your career.
Yeah,
All of that
ain't
over
no getting
trying to
around
be
it either.
cool. Ain't no
That's
getting
right.
around it.
No, ain't no getting around that. you know,
Nope.
because now it becomes like a play, and it becomes like a movie.
Yep.
You
And now these
understand?
people know that you faking. So
So we know
if
how the
you
end of that movie go.
oh yeah, it ends real quick.
So that's what I'm saying about taking that salt off your wings. Cause we don't want you to, start flapping and then just drop. We want you to spread your wings, flap your wing, get your eagle on.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
I gave you some information, Jizzy. You feel me?
I appreciate that.
And
Most
and
definitely.
and 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 it's I can and I will. I can get to over there, and I will get over there.
What you talking about? I'm already there.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know. So in case you hear it stumble out, fix it and say, "Oh no, wait a minute, hold up." Nah, that I'm already there.
Most definitely.
You feel me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is your thing. So can nothing hinder your thing
And
except
nothing
you.
ever will. Yep,
Yeah,
that's true.
except you. You you,
That's
you get what
true.
I'm saying? Like, but in the same pattern, in the same token, you're gonna need some other help pushing it through.
Oh yeah,
And
keep
this
this
and the
alone.
start of that is the little kid next door watching you. Cause he gonna push you through the whole school system. And one, they used to tell me, for every one, count 100. For every
Yep.
100, count 1,000. Because they talk to 10 people, and they talk to 10 people, and every one of them that talk to each other talk to 10 other people. So after that barbecue, make sure you give one of them or three of them little people a disc or a flash drive or something. Take that with you.
Right, right.
You feel me?
Yep.
Make sure you get the good hot dogs. The
Yes,
bun,
man.
the bun. Okay, you feel me, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Get you three little four, well maybe six, so you could be 12 by maybe what's that 12 by 8. If you do it right, it'd be 12 by 8. Or you can get two 12 by 12s and put three 12 by 12 plywood on top of it, make you a whole goddamn stage right there on the spot. You feel me? If you want to raise it up, you can, use some of those concrete lifts. You would need one, two, three. You would need 9 of them, in between to hold it up, keep it stable, you know almost use it
Right.
like a baluster, like a
Mhm.
water baluster, in order to level it off, make you a stage out there. Every,
Oh
every
yeah.
throw you a talent show out there every 3 weeks. You know, with the neighbors.
Yeah, I might do something like that.
I'm telling you, and just show off every time you get a chance to, you know. They had us do in our poetry slam. They had us do an alphabet, right? And everybody was A. A cause is what you live for, not the B. Because you like staying alive. And I ain't want my shit going like that. So when they hit me with it, they hit me with that. A is for the art of spirituality. B, hidden tables be the B times B. C times B requires the truth. Devoid of all sugar. I don't got a sweet tooth. And everything that comes to me is, you feel me?
Yeah, most
I went the
definitely.
whole opposite direction on them. You feel me?
Yeah. They wasn't expecting that.
No.
They might not
Rock
even
they
been ready for that.
rock they mental real hard. You feel me? But still
Yeah, this
following format.
right, right.
D. D. Devoid of all sugar. E. Devoid of all sugar. I don't got a sweet tooth. And E, everything that comes to me is F from my higher power. God. So get to stepping with that fake ass shit because my spirit can't handle it. You feel me? And then I am a woman that can hold her own. You understand what I'm saying to you, right, Jay?
You speaking truth.
Sometimes you got pop out and sometimes you got pop out and show.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the way. You gotta put it in their face. That's what it takes sometimes.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show them, Jizzy. And right now, you're in a great position because you have making it behind you. You have the ultimate DJ behind you, which all I do is push music, to DJs. That's all I do.
Right. And
When
that's
I feel like it's ready to go, I send it right to the DJ. Look, check this out, check this out, check this out.
yeah, matter of fact, I got a lot I got a lot of music that nobody's heard yet. Like I say, I write on average, I probably write 5 songs a week, which is not a whole lot in some people's, perspective, but 5 songs, and out of those five, you say 4 weeks in a month. So you got 20 songs a month. Out of those, I'll probably pick my two best ones and I'll just set the other ones in a folder. So I have material, I have songs, I have beats itself. I got beats, just instrumentals without my lyrics. I mix my own stuff. So I do it every day, every single day. Don't matter if I'm feeling bad, feeling good, or got something to do. Whenever I get back to my camper, I make sure that I spend at least an hour on my craft.
So now it's time for you to jump out, pop out there and show niggas. I'm just saying, like, don't I'm with Kelby. When Kelby tells you guys to put music out, I'm with him on that. Don't hold music.
Right.
When you have something that you think is worth something, put it out there so somebody can hear it. Because once it hit the airwaves, somebody is gonna hear it. That's why Cardi B keep getting all them songs. Because I'm sorry, did I say that?
I never
I'm
heard
sorry.
that.
Cardi B rob everybody joint, but yeah. I'm just saying. I'm being smart. I'm being facetious, but
Yeah,
definitely
you put
shop.
it out there because another pair of ears. In other words, what you might not think is good,
Yeah,
somebody else might think it's great. And when you got great
that would.
music
Yeah,
overall, why not keep putting it out?
yeah. That was my smart mouth stuff with the Cardi thing. That's what I was saying. You put it out there because somebody like her might come along and hear it. You understand? And she's gonna make it bigger than when you did it. But maybe you'll get paid from it just the
Yeah.
same. You understand what I'm saying? Like, cause money is money in business. In business, Jizzy. You freezing again, but
How is it
yeah.
now?
Reach out, reach out
Look,
to some of the people on the site, especially tonight. I think me and Kelby do a show tonight at the same time. Usually he comes on a little bit later than me to give me a little grace to get over this interview to jog over there to him. But there's always videographers in the chat. There's always somebody that can take you to the next level in the chat. And I want you to trust somebody enough to come out there and assist Jizzy J on the beat and with the beat.
all right.
So you can get
I
it
can
popping.
I can do that.
Okay.
I can do
Yeah,
that
and
most
and and
definitely.
and don't forget to invite the neighbors. Let the neighbors come over.
I'll
Yeah.
think about it.
You get what I'm saying? Let the neighbors come over. Cause one of them you you need to get
I'ma
the
save them
you need to
though.
get the music out to the schools and stuff, and no cursing on the disc that you get to.
No,
Yeah, that's
yes,
right.
ma'am. That's the
There you
plan.
go.
I actually have, whenever I'm ready, I actually have a principal from an elementary school that has four other principals that likes my music and is willing to let me speak to these kids at the school.
Yeah.
So that's something big
So
that's
make
gonna be
sure
coming.
when you hand out those discs, make sure when you hand out those discs, there's no cussing on them.
Yeah, yeah, can't do that. I try to make my music to where it's little to none. But sometimes you just
Yeah.
gotta pop out and show them.
Yeah. Well, I say every now and again you might get a motherfucker out of me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we can just converse.
And that comes with age, I think, and experience. The older you get, the more
Yeah.
you realize you can't be acting the same like you did when you was younger and talking the same like you were when you was younger.
So, but this is our hour, Jay. Once again, tell them where they can find your music at. If I was going to look for something, what would you recommend me? I don't think you went through my catalog yet to know what type of music that I like. But if you were to suggest something to me, what would it be?
To be in that for my understanding of who you are and how I think, I say you could listen to a real recognized real. That would be a good one you could listen to. That's a song about
Okay.
popping out and showing them.
Okay. And where can
And
I
you can
find
find
that
that
at?
you can find that on my SoundCloud. You can find the rest of my music on Spotify, iTunes, all the streaming platforms, Pandora, Deezer, iHeartRadio, all of them. At Jizzy J on, and my social media is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at Jizzy J on the beat. Eight, and that's JIZZYONDABEAT.
Okay, well, all one word. See, I separated it so that the people could understand it, but it's all one word for people who didn't understand why he spelled it like that because it's Jizzy J on the beat, one word. Okay.
Right, right.
And Jizzy, make sure you say what up to my cousins down there. I got some
I sure,
Browns and some Neldares and some Brashear families and yeah, I got a couple, they're my dad's side down there, the Brashears and the Neldares and the Brown family over there in Louisiana.
yeah. I'll
So
make
make
sure. I'll
make
make sure and do that.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am. And I like to
thank
thank
you,
you again.
baby.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate that very much. It was a pleasure talking to you. So thank you very much.
Yes, and don't forget to invite me to the cookout neither. Don't start grilling, but I like hamburgers. Or I like a good hamburger though.
Oh, I could cook.
So so we got to have one in the stash for me, okay?
Sure will. Whenever you let me know when you on your way, and I'll have it ready for you.
And dyslexic Ted, thank you for coming through. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on your way out. Share the stream if you want to, if you feel like it, so that someone else can actually see you and get to appreciate your music and know what you do. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And I
All
sure
right.
will. And I thank you
I
for giving me this opportunity to do that. So
man, Jizzy, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I actually like your music and I want to see you go a little bit further. Okay.
thank you.
So
That means a lot to me.
yeah. So you guys will see me over in the making it chat over there because I am also one of the tastemakers for making it mag. And so as you present your music, I will be listening to it over that way as well. So, let me get to it. And I appreciate you once again, Jizzy. Soon come. You're always welcome here.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
and don't forget to drop me something so that I can put it on the board so that other people can hear what you have going on. That way, I'll share it myself. And depending on what you drop me, I may put a blend to it and then send it to the DJs, but I'll send it to you too before I send it out to the DJs just to see what you think about it, okay?
Okay. That
All right.
sounds good.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much again. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You as well. Peace and blessings. Jizzy J on the beat in the building. Y'all don't know about this. I'll keep trying to tell you guys do not know anything about this right here. This is where we break some of the best hip hop artists in America, and this is where they start on their process. Happen. I love everybody coming through. I thank you guys for always being here. Welcome to our show, and also see you next week. See you next week. Y'all know how I do.
Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speed up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a ski mask, the motion, and heat up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speaker.